This is Mr. Stephen King, the CEO at the Barack Obama Green Charter High School here in Plainfield. And Steve has been a real catalyst in the implementation of the Imagine Design project with the students. So Steve, I just wanted to get your input as we wind down the project as to how this project has impacted your getting to your goals, objectives, the mission and the vision of Obama Green.
The mission of the Barack Obama Green Charter High School is to develop critical independent thinkers and leaders in the area of sustainable development. What this project does is it allows the students to see what project-based service learning is really all about. It takes a serious issue for them in their community to think about or to reimagine what would the ideal school look like for them. How would it fit with their community? How would it help in terms of developing deeper community partnerships and relationships? And in terms of meeting our overall long-term goal, this is exactly the type of project that we need in order to help students understand how do you take sustainability, how do you look at all the educational points that you're going through during the school year and put them together, develop something that's real, that's tangible, and that has an impact on their lives and the lives of the people in their community. So when we look at it, we've actually had the opportunity for students to take a look at an actual building in Plainfield and say, what type of school would I love to have? It sparked their imagination, and the title of the project says it all. It's Reimagine. Because at that age, at that stage in their life, they have to imagine what are the possibilities for the world that they're going to walk into. And if they have an opportunity to think, wow, okay, we're going to take a building from scratch. We're going to examine all the things that we want to do, but now we've got to also make it functional. How do we learn in this facility? What is learning all about? They have the opportunity to ask questions that they typically don't get to ask in a traditional school. Your school is already set, the classrooms are set. There's nothing that you can move about. There's no opportunity for you to develop spaces to think about, well, what it would be like to have a vegetable garden here? How would we actually have a project or a planning room? How does that work for us? How do we get involved in that? And to have leaders in sustainability and leaders in architectural design actually think about and work with our students to say, these are the kind of things that you can do. These are some examples, but you're not limited to that. Use your imagination to think about what are greater possibilities. How can we actually make these things happen? And what would it look like and how would it function in your community? So as the students look at the environment of where the building is located, how they want to create a green building, they also talk about how does that affect the economic aspect of the community of Plainfield? How is the community being involved in this building? Are we members in terms of determining what the building looks like, how it's functioning, what kind of projects and programs it's open to? So it brings all these elements together and it helps them to think about their own community. How do they want to function? How do they want a facility that is designed for them to learn? How do they want that to function? And so for us, we have a mission of sustainability and project-based service learning. And as I said, this project brings those two things together in a way that really shows how you can create dynamic projects, get young people really interested and motivated, and have a great impact not only on them and their learning, but the community in which they live in as well.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is Kate Riley, the principal at the Barack Obama Green Charter High School. Kate, what effect has the Imagine Design project had on the climate of the school?
Well, I think it's important to realize that the mission of the school is something that is not just a swishy statement. We really direct our instruction to that focus. So this project fit precisely with the mission of the school.
Which is what?
Well, we want students to have experience with real life circumstances, real life problems, solving problems, but also creation of, all sorts of different aspects within the curriculum. So we don't see curriculum just in silos. We see it as a part that's interwoven in multidisciplinary strands. So this project, where they had their hands on a real life problem, was exactly what we were looking for. And it really matches our goals and objectives, not only through the Common Core, but also through upcoming park assessments and so forth, where students really need to analyze a problem and then determine how they're going to satisfy the needs of that problem and solve that problem. With a project like this, I think that it's important to realize that there are so many aspects that were addressed, but moreover, it gave the students confidence not only to solve this problem, but to go forth in their lives and be able to tackle other types of problems. And really, that's what we're looking for. We're not looking for easy solutions and easy answers. We're looking for students gaining confidence in their abilities to communicate, to analyze, to look at data, and also then to create. But without having our partners, our outside partners, we would not be able to have a project such as this. So I'm very thankful to our partners that they've committed not only in our students, but they've made a commitment to our school. And I think, although sounding lofty, it's a commitment to our future society.
Thank you. This is Garrett Marin, 11th grade social studies teacher here at Barack Obama Green Charter High School and the technology coordinator for the entire school.
Yes.
Garrett has been the point person for the Imagine design project with the students. And Garrett, I wanted to ask you whether Imagine has had an impact on your approach to teaching and learning, and if so, what are those impacts?
It absolutely has. I mean, when I look at these students and how well they've come along the process, how much they've learned, and how hands-on it is for them, it's made me start to think what else I could use this process for, how else I can get them learning, using the internet, using programs. In the past, I've done models of Venice, and we've recreated the ancient city with a sustainable theme to it. And now, based on doing this project and what I've learned as well as some of the students, I really think that we could actually recreate Venice in a 3D model using the SketchUp program. Still meeting my needs for my education class, some of my standards, but it's something that can really come alive. It gets the students involved. They really want to work on it. Students are taking the work home. It's really encouraged learning, and it's really taught them to expand their ideas, to think more critically, as well as those 21st century job skills. And I really think that the students have gotten a lot out of that.
Thank you.